Hello, welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and I'm bored, so we're going to talk about video games. Seeing as the family's in quarantine again, COVID, always COVID. It's always COVID. What's up, bro? Team 10 feet up. Have you played the Tales of Arise demo? Yeah, I was playing around with that today. It does look amazing, but gosh dang it, I wanted it to be fully voiced again. But I don't know. Maybe that's just for the demo, and they're not. And it doesn't have the voice in there right now, but yeah, that is kind of disappointing that it does not have voice acting in it, but I get it. Hopefully it's a long game. I already got it pre-ordered. I'm definitely picking that one up. So I played that today. I've been playing Rims Racing. I don't know. I mean, like, the jury's still up in the air on Rims Racing. It is getting better the more I play it, but at the same time, I don't know if it's something that I can like hype up and be like, oh yeah, you go out and run out and buy this game because it's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm still playing around with it. It's definitely different than anything I've seen. Both the graphics performance mode is great, but the graphics mode is great, especially for VRR displays. You know what? I didn't even check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out. I was just playing it and what it was on right when I loaded it up. So yeah, that's I'll definitely check that out. So I've been playing some Art of Rally that got updated, so now it actually works every time I boot into that. There's I don't know. Video games are pretty much going to be I'm gonna have plenty of time to play some video games. I got my Ghost of Tsushima paid for. Should have that soon. I have Tales of Arise. Oh wait, that doesn't come out till next month though. And I mean, at best case scenario, I get like what 10 days of. Well, I don't know. My wife, my daughter, and my son all tested positive for COVID, and I am the only one that didn't test positive, which is kind of weird because yeah. I don't know. That's insane. Everybody can hear me, right? So let's see. So yeah, like I said, I've been playing a lot of Rims Racing. That game, I don't know. I'm still up in the air on this right now. The more I play it, the better it gets in graphics mode. Yeah, L Analytica covered it. Series X graphics mode is like 50 FPS more or less, and on PS5 it hovers around 45 or less. Interesting. So that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's a good thing I got a freaking VRR TV now, dude. I mean, I don't have to worry about that whole for the whole drop. And you know what? The VRR works good, but you can still notice when there's like frame drops, if I'm not mistaken. It, instead of like being like a drop or a screen tear, it's definitely doing that. Yeah, dude, it really sucks. Yeah, they're all freaking laying down, boohooing about it right now. They're I mean, my wife is like kind of sick, but me and her are both vaccinated too. That's the thing, dude. We're both vaccinated. Maybe the vaccine worked for me and didn't work for her. Delusional grandeur. What's up, my friend? I'm still feeling the effects of having COVID a good 8 months later. Dang, man. So right now, the only symptom I have is like, it's like the meat in between my ribs hurts in the front and the back. And it's been like that for well over a week now. And so I'm wondering if I got it first and then the symptoms were just mild enough to where, because I don't normally complain about being sick and I don't go run to the doctor every time I get a runny nose or anything. So I'm wondering if possibly I had it first and I gave it to all of them, because they're all feeling sick right now today. Like within the last 2 days, they've all started, feeling sick, and we went and got tested. Everybody else came back positive. I came back negative. So I'm wondering if I'm just done being over it and to where I'm not sick anymore. And so I'm not testing positive for it, but they are, because they're just barely starting to get the symptoms. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. I hope that's not the case. I don't know. I'm waiting a couple more days for my second test for the saliva test that I did too. And if that comes back negative, I'm just gonna go back to work because I'm fully vaccinated. So they said all I have to do is wear a mask. So I might not even get a full 10 days off of work, which is good because I kind of need, to keep my funds growing anyways. So that's not too bad. Panda, you little dog. Why you always got to look in my corner for stuff? Gosh. The performance mode and tells of a rise is 1620p, I believe. That's not too bad. I mean, 1620p is not terrible on a 4K screen. I wonder, I mean, it feels like I was playing in performance mode because it was running because it was running really smooth when I was playing it, So I'm wondering so actually, let's test that out. Let's just look at it. I mean, I got an Xbox right here, and I got the TV and everything. So we'll just look into it, see if it changes much. So yeah, this weekend I'm going to be doing some. I'm just going to replay through the whole Ghost of Tsushima game and the update. Other option at 1800p, 55 to 60 fps would be nice if possible. Yeah. So let's see. Where's that thing? Tales of Aurora demo. Let's see the demo. I like the way this game looks. I mean, it looks like it's got pretty decent detail in it. So, I mean, I'm kind of happy with that. But, I mean, the world kind of looks a little... I feel like Scarlet Nexus looked a little bit better, to tell you the truth. And this is just a demo, so they could probably come out and get all this fixed up. This weekend, I'm going to be playing the Diablo 2 Remastered Beta. Yeah, I'll probably download that due to ray tracing. Oh, does this game have ray tracing? Didn't complain. Yeah, anything over I feel like anything over 1440p looks perfectly okay on a 4K TV. So I mean, if it's over that, what's the release of Icky Island DLC for Ghost this weekend? I think it's tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow night at 10 o'clock is when that will be available. I'm gonna go ahead and look at this real quick to see about these different performance modes. That's kind of cool that it has a performance mode. I didn't even think it did. I thought it was just going to be like 4K or whatever. Demo vision. Okay, let's see. Start demo. Okay, difficulty. Keep timing along. Camera horizontal. Are that the only settings? Yeah, dude, it's coming out this weekend, so we're going to be all right. Yes, I like this guy. Dude, I did not see a mode in there to be able to switch that. I mean, yeah, I guess you can see that this here looks a little bit soft. This looks pretty soft right now. So maybe this is the performance mode that it starts out in.
Well, off we go.
Okay, let's see. System. Oh, there's more down. That's what. Okay, save and go back. Oh, yeah, dude, that looks infinitely better right there. Whoa, that's got some bad frame pacing, though. All right. I will have to play around with that. Yeah, it looks like it's got some bad frame pacing, though. Yeah. I mean, it looks nice now. I mean, it looks really sharp. Like that. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Gunpaw hyped about. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm really hoping the biggest thing I want to see with the Ghost of Tsushima update is better textures. I really want better textures, to tell you the truth. I mean, a lot of the textures did look all right, but then a lot of them look kind of flat and soft. So if we get higher resolution textures as well as, a higher resolution, even if it's still checkerboard and 60 frames a second, I mean, that's going to be okay. Like, I just want better looking textures. That's the biggest thing I want to see with this upgrade. I'm wondering if I should just, I don't know, man, if I should just buy the whole sheesh. If I should just buy the freaking, no, because it hasn't let me upgrade my version yet. So I'm wondering if, I mean, I bought the thing. I bought the DLC, but it didn't let me buy the upgrade yet. So I'm wondering if that's only going to be available once the game launches, because I'd like to have it pre-downloaded so that I can just start playing it. Hey, Darkest Hair, how you doing, man? So many guys are blaming Game Pass for Square Enix not. You know what, man? I bought gosh dang it, what's the name of the game again? People can fly. What the heck? How did I not forget? How did I forget the name of that? 12 minutes. Yeah. How did I forget the name of that, Darkest Hero? Gosh dang it. I thought it was a good game, though. I bought it. I played through the story. I thought it was fine, man. I did not have any problems with it. I was able to play through it solo. That was fine. I did do some of the stuff with friends and stuff, and it wasn't terrible. I mean, like $60 for that game was not a bad. A lot of people, when that game came out, a lot of people were coming out and complaining about the looter shooter aspect of it. Like Outriders. I don't know why I was thinking of something with a Q, but yeah, Outriders. I feel like that game, I more than got my $60 worth of gameplay out of it. Like I do not feel bad about buying. I mean, I bought it. I could have downloaded it on Game Pass, but I bought it. I mean, they kept evading the fact that Microsoft pays publishers, developers up front. Yeah. Dude, this is the Square Enix has a history of taking a long time to pay developers for their work. So, I mean, it's not nothing new. I mean, I've seen all kinds of stories. Didn't when Nier Automata came out, it took them forever to pay them royalties on that game as well. So, and we all know Automata was a pretty good like sold pretty well. I mean, that game was pretty popular. There's like spin-off stuff for Soul Calibur and other games, because everybody liked that game. It had a pretty good cult following for that. So I don't understand like how these little Sony fanboys could be blaming Game Pass for Outriders. I mean, 3 million copies. That's pretty good. Another good thing, Biomutant has broke even. So yeah, they sold 1 million copies of Biomutant and they broke even on that game. So that's pretty good. I enjoyed Outriders, though it had a ton of connection and service issues at launch. Yeah, that's true. It did. When I finally got around to sitting down and playing through that game, it held my attention the whole way through. Like I was pretty happy with playing through it. Square Enix fault for not paying People Can Fly royalties. Yeah, exactly. I think they just, I mean, we've heard stories like this before, like all the way back in 2017 when, like I said, Nier Automata came out. It took them a long time to pay royalties on that game too. It just something to do with Square Enix and how they take care of things, which is kind of irritating, man. Dang, how the hell's my battery almost dead? Let me put my new battery in here. Yeah, so I might have actually plenty of time to be going live, seeing as we're all in quarantine again. Like, this is interesting, man. Like, I don't know. This whole COVID thing is such a freaking. I mean, if what I got is COVID, then I don't understand how a lot of people are. I mean, like, there's a lot of people that are having like really serious problems with this too, man. But dude, this really sucks. Kids are supposed to start school on Monday. Now they don't get to start school on Monday. Wife has to be off work for 10 days. I'm waiting for the results of the other test, and then I'll figure out, if I'm going to go back to work. Because if that one comes back negative, then I can just go to work, man. Like, I'm not even worried about it. Oh, I better turn that on. So, what's everybody else been playing, man? Everybody doing all right? Everybody feeling good? Yeah, dude, that already sucks, man. I don't even know how we got it this time. Like, my wife and I are both vaccinated. My kids don't freaking go anywhere. My boy was complaining about being sick the other day. I've been trying to beat Hades in Control. Yeah. I will probably play Hades a little more. Maybe I'll play some more today. But Control, dude, I beat that game twice already. I love that game. That game's so good. I bought it again on the Xbox Series X, so I can check out the new. I really like the way the ray tracing mode looks, but the performance mode on that is just so good, so good. I ended up, whatchamacallit is on sale right now. That Monster Energy Supercross 4 is on sale on the PlayStation 5. So I picked up a copy of that so I could check it out. I mean, it is definitely a little bit. It is definitely a little bit. It doesn't look as good as it does on the Xbox. The Xbox version looks a little bit sharper on that one. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people come out with all these little freaking, with all these games, and they're like, oh yeah, the PlayStation's running better and blah blah blah. And I'm like I've yet to see a game on the PlayStation 5. Well, okay, Watch Dogs Legion doesn't have screen tearing like the Xbox version has, but that is the only thing that I've seen that is performing better on the PlayStation than on the Xbox. I don't know, man. I really feel like we're in an age where, like, people say stuff, but then I don't know. Like, most everything I've seen. Okay, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Honestly, what I think it literally boils down to is preference. Simply preference. You're going to look at both versions and you are going to prefer one over the other. It's so freaking, like, there's not that big of a difference on anything to where it could be, to where you could. So far, I've been stuck on the boss off Elysium. I have not even tried Elysium yet. I think Digital Foundry said that Control improved performance on the Xbox without an update. I think the Xbox version of that was what was that? Now that it's patched and running fine, dude, I haven't noticed any freaking problems with that game. You're stuck on the last boss? Oh my gosh, man. I do want to try the haptics on Tales of Arise PS5, though. Maybe I should download that demo and try that out on there, too. See which one's actually better. I don't really know, though. I mean, most of my games I buy on the Xbox. Anyways, so maybe I should just buy that one on the PlayStation. I don't know. You have a PlayStation, too, don't you, 10 feet? We need to freaking find some more. Okay, so there hasn't been like a whole lot of news lately, except for, like the people blaming like a lot of people blaming the the Outriders thing. Yeah, I might just download it too. A lot of people blaming the Outriders thing, on Game Pass. Game Pass is a net positive for everyone. I do not see how. I mean, that's been a pretty big story. We also got Avengers. 12 minutes is tomorrow. See, I don't know if I'm necessarily interested in 12 minutes though. I might check it out, but for science, but I don't know. But we have, Black Panther. I haven't, dude. I noticed that it updated, but I don't know, man. I'm not exactly happy with that game. Cyberpunk finally got some update. Doesn't pay its developers equals Game Pass is evil. Yeah, exactly. I think Game Pass is a net positive. I don't see any reason why you should not have a subscription to Game Pass and still continue to buy, games that you do like, because if it's not a Microsoft first party game, chances are it's not going to be on there for a long time or indefinitely. So it's kind of a way to like really try out a game and play it. And well, I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, some games you can get through by the time you're done, playing through them, because there's a lot of games out there that are one and done. And if they're on Game Pass, then I don't know. Because after I beat Outriders, I have rarely went back to play it. I actually don't even have it downloaded on my fast storage right now. Been playing Battle Chasers Night Wars since last week. Turn-based RPG game is a bit repetitive, just slogging through the final dungeon now. Battle Chasers. I think I've seen that. Isn't that like an 8-bit looking game though, Miguel? It's like 8-bit. I think I've seen that Battle Chasers. I mean, there's a lot of games coming out, man. There's a lot of stuff. I guess I beat Outriders 3 times with different characters. I enjoyed the campaign more than the end game, all without paying for it. Yeah, see, I played through as the Devastator. I have no desire to play through as anything else. Like, I like the Devastator. It was pretty freaking cool. I might eventually re-download that and go back to it and play it some more, but I don't know. That to me was kind of like a one and done. Nah, fully 3D and the overworld is isometric. Okay. But it's not like 8-bit graphics, Miguel. Let's see, Battle Chasers. Let's see what this picture looks like. Oh, okay. I remember seeing this. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yep. Sorry, I don't know which one I'm thinking is that. Freaking, I thought I had the same. Outriders lacks content and came out broken and buggy. Of course, it would lose money. Wasn't Game Pass's fault, though. People are just dumb. Yeah. Yeah, I think if anything, Game Pass helped that game stay sustainable. I mean, me personally, I didn't really. I mean, I had a decent experience with it though. Like I wasn't like completely blown away, and I wasn't completely disappointed. Like I was just. I mean, it was just an experience that I paid my money for it. I played through it, and it was fine. Like I don't feel cheated or bad for it or anything. Microsoft should just buy Square Enix. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it might happen. I mean, if they're not selling a lot of games, that might be the possibility. But I heard a different rumor that Microsoft might actually be buying Take-Two Interactive. I mean, I saw that the other day, and I didn't really say anything or make a video on it because it's like, I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, that's freaking huge. If Microsoft buys Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar, that's pretty freaking huge, man. That is going to be one hell of an acquisition that is going to completely change how people view Game Pass, especially with all of Rockstar's games going to Game Pass day and date. That would be pretty interesting, man. I do not know I don't know, man. That's definitely something that we would have to I don't know, man. If that's the case, I don't know if you guys have heard that story yet, but I read that the other day before going to work, and that's kind of interesting. You don't think Microsoft will buy Take-Two? If they do, oh boy, that's going to be That's definitely going to be a lot more money than buying Bethesda. That's for sure. I don't know, dude. I think Take-Two is pretty good. Like, don't get me wrong. I think they're pretty good, but at the same time, me personally, I kind of prefer Bethesda over Take-Two Interactive. I mean, I liked Red Dead Redemption. Grand Theft Auto 5 was pretty cool. I've played the other ones. I mean, we've got games like Midnight Club that if they made another one of those, or at least made the or at least upgraded the one that's Midnight Club Los Angeles, if they did like a complete remaster or remake of that game, that'd be amazing. Take-Two Interactive, I mean, they got what? Max Payne. I mean, they got a lot of titles that they could definitely put out. I don't know how likely that is because $7 billion for ZeniMax is one thing. Buying Take-Two would be another kettle of fish. Just GTA makes over $1 billion every time it comes out. People still play GTA to this day. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. See, and that's what I mean, if it does happen, then I'm going to be pretty amazed. I mean, I'm pretty sure Microsoft itself would back that, but I don't know. Okay, we got to look at some of the things though. Some of the freaking some of the main people have left Rockstar, like the guy that like the co-creator of Grand Theft Auto. One of them left. One of them left Rockstar. So I don't know if that would actually be a good deal. I mean, they're waiting right now to put out the next Gran Turismo or Grand Theft Auto 6 until there's more PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X is out. The Ataclar about Xbox and Take-Two is pretty old, from June 2021. Really? But the evidence inside was pretty interesting. I'll take it with a grain of salt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought that was new because it came up in my feed. So I was like, oh, interesting. But if it's that old, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll hear something about it on the 25th. They said there's going to be some surprises in that. On that subject, how did you like racing in GTA? I have not even tried to do any racing in GTA. I like Midnight Club's racing, so if GTA had racing like that, then that would be pretty good. Thanks, baby. I wish the government and states would stop slacking on this COVID-19 and wait until it's pretty much zero, then wait for some more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm pretty freaking irritated with this whole COVID thing. Also, GTA is made in Scotland, by the way. Fun draft in Dundee. Pay wages for 30 days and everyone stay home. Yeah, that would be pretty good if they did that. Then we could all get rid of it. But then again, like who's gonna man the grocery stores and stuff, guys? If Xbox bought Square Enix, Sony would lose a lot of exclusive, just like when they. Yeah, that's true. I mean, GTA 6 on Game Pass would be huge. Yeah. Wait, are they going to lock down the country again? Oh, I don't know. I hope not, dude. My whole family is positive COVID, dude. So I don't know if they are going to. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, except for me, I came back negative. So yeah, Frog, go try GTA Racing at telephone. Yeah, all right, I will download that again. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition is my favorite racer. I like it. You know what, guys? I actually turned on Midnight Club LA and tried to see if my my wheel setup worked for it, and it does, and it feels pretty freaking good. I actually like that. That's why I would really like them to make a new game. Yeah. I like Midnight Club. Midnight Club is one of those games I used to play a lot. Dub Edition was definitely one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I don't know if they will. Hope they're all doing well. Yeah, for the most part. It's not nothing super serious with the family. Mostly just headaches and stuffy noses and stuff. So I don't know. I got pizza and wings coming. Just have the Domino's cooked dinner tonight. What's your thoughts on Elite Controller Series 2 and how does it compare to DualSense? You can customize a lot of the action with the Elite outside of just gaming. I definitely feel like the Elite Series 2 controller is more premium than the DualSense. The DualSense is the best PlayStation 5 controller I've ever, or PlayStation controller I've ever used. I like when the rumble function in the triggers works, like on racing games and stuff on the Xbox Elite controller. I feel like that feels more superior than the adaptive triggers on the PlayStation 5 for racing games. I don't necessarily like that. I don't necessarily like the triggers on the PlayStation 5 that much. I mean, most of the time on most games I just turn them off. But I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try them with Ghost of Tsushima to see if that's any better. I mean, to me, for the most part, the DualSense controller is kind of a little bit. It's a little bit. I mean, it's more comfortable than the DualSense. I mean, the DualShock 4, but it's also just not as comfortable as the Xbox controller. And I mean, right now, honestly, to tell you the truth, I've been using this red controller, man. I'm actually pretty happy with the way that one feels and handles. Like I'm okay with that. My friend had COVID, but all he had was a headache and went back to work in 2 weeks. Yeah, there's a lot of people that aren't really getting a lot of freaking major symptoms, but then there's a lot of people that are just like really freaking having a hard time with that. Fall, it will break, and yeah, I mean that is true. I've had 2 Elite Series 2 controllers go out on me. The last one, the left bumper button, when that went out, man, I've got a lot of hours of play on that controller, though. I mean, a lot of hours. Yeah, I've been using this Xbox Elite I've been using this controller a lot more exclusively lately. I really like it. I think it's pretty good. I should probably order me yeah. Is pizza here? Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get that for everybody. Guys, the food is here. Okay, so food has finally arrived. All right, I had COVID. I think it was fine, except for a sore throat, head, and feeling rubbish. But I know people who had died a week later. So, yeah, I have not met anybody. All right, I don't know anybody that's died of COVID. But I do know plenty of people that have gotten pretty sick. Thinking of getting I'm actually thinking about getting that one too, just because of the rubber grips and stuff on the back. Like, I really am thinking about getting that. Sorry, guys, I haven't eaten all day. I was starting to get hungry, and then I decided to order pizza just before getting online. Yeah, that Aqua Splash, like I do like that controller. I like the way it looks. So I think I'm going to pick that up. I mean, other than that, I mean, we got WRC 10 coming out at the beginning of next month. I don't know. Oh, these video games, man. Does anybody feel like they're left wanting lately with video games, man? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like some of this stuff, I just consume it. And you know, like honestly, guys, the only game in a long time to really like wow me has really been Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know.
I got you a Powerade, dude.
I think that's the 27th or the 24th. So next week. It should be out next week. Let me check. Psychonauts 2 release date.
Psychonauts 2's initial
25th.
release date is
So
August
the 24th.
2021.
So essentially the 24th at midnight. That game's going to be fun. That's definitely a game I'm going to download on Game Pass and probably beat it on Game Pass and most likely not buy it.
Did I get you a pizza too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just don't remember. Sorry.
No, you're all right. Yeah, I got it. So far for me, the revamped Doom, Resident Evil Village, and Fight Sim have been my WoW games. Yeah, gosh dang it, dude. I wish Resident Evil didn't come out so long ago. I forget about it so much. I do like that one. I still feel like Flight Sim is a little bit more of a wow factor. No. I think like Resident Evil's because I played through that one with the ray tracing, and I felt like it was a pretty decent experience. And then Doom, yeah, Doom Eternal was one of my favorite games last year. So I don't know. I like Metro Exodus too. That one looks pretty good. Oh yeah. When I was standing in that foyer, or that foyer, and I was looking up the stairs into the chandelier and everything. Oh my freaking gosh, dude. That was just so freaking beautiful. I just could not freaking, I couldn't just stop admiring the visuals on that game. I mean, everything in that game looks so good, except for the hair, because the hair was kind of, yeah, all the gold cabinets, etc. Yeah, I have both consoles and I go back and forth on them. I prefer the Xbox, but it depends on the day. Yeah, not really finding anything super involving. An ASMR. All right. Yeah. If I mean, like I do prefer Xbox this generation a lot more. Just because I haven't just because I really haven't gotten a PlayStation 5 game that's been like, whoa, yeah, this is definitely made for me. Bo, I don't know what ASMR means, my friend. I'm a little bit on the retarded side. I'm gonna have to look that up now. You know I'm an old man, right? Okay, LOL. Just think we only have a month or so till Forza. Yeah. Forza, Halo. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a release date for Halo on the 25th. LOL. I'm freaking old, man. I don't know what all these little meanings mean. I'm going to have to start looking them up. Yeah, I'm going to have to start looking them up and seeing what they mean. Like we got okay, so this month I want to play Psychonauts 2. I do, but at the same time, I'm not like super I'm not like super excited about it. I kind of feel the same way about Psychonauts 2 as I did for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So at the end of the day, it's probably one of those experiences that I'm going to enjoy playing, but at the same time, it's not something that I would go out of my way to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just buy it because I did buy Ratchet and Clank, but at the same time, I pay for Game Pass, so I should just take advantage of that sometimes because I don't always take it. I don't know, dude. I've always been this way with video games, man. I'm surprised. Normally, I don't go on this early, so pretty sure there's a lot of people that are probably don't know that I'm on yet. What about you guys? Is it nicer for me to go on early like right now, or should I start doing this on Saturdays, going on earlier? Play it on Game Pass, use the $6. Yeah. If it's anything like the first game, it will be more than 10 hours, I'd imagine. It's also very funny. The humor in Tim's games are always funny. Yeah, I like that Brutal Legends. Like that game was pretty good. And then I've only played a little bit of the first Psychonauts, so maybe I should play that one before the other one comes out. I don't know, man. Gosh. Hello, are you there? Hello. Can you not hear me? Yeah, the microphone's on. Oh, I think that's why I was not feeling. Good last week, man. Maybe I did freaking have COVID last week. Have a feeling the story in Psychonauts 2 is going to be great. You know, with Microsoft's backing and giving them extra time to develop and do that, yeah, dude, I definitely feel like it's probably going to be a lot better than the first game for sure. Haven't booted up Hellblade yet to see the changes. I'm hearing good things. I'm not completely blown away with the changes, but I'm not like disappointed. I feel like they changed the lighting model to where it kind of looks, I don't know, man. It kind of looks a little washed out. But that might just be my TV settings. But everything else looks pretty good. Maybe it's the settings for that. Maybe I just didn't change. Maybe I should toy around with the settings for the HDR on that game itself. See if maybe I can get it looking a little different. I thought the textures and the materials were supposed to be better, and like it. Maybe I just don't remember because I beat that game on the PlayStation. I beat that game on PlayStation when it first came out. I bought that right when it came out on the PlayStation, so I think that was where I think maybe that's what's going on. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh yeah. Every time you change it, yeah, you have to reboot the whole game, dude. It is kind of irritating. I've noticed something though about Rims Racing. Just looking at other people that have posted stuff, doesn't seem like it's a very popular game, man. Doesn't seem like a lot of people really even care about it. Well, that's kind of weird. Anybody in here excited for Rims Racing or? I'm probably going to go live a little bit later tonight too. I just got to find some stuff to actually talk about. Just thought that I should go live. I was getting pretty bored. Did you play through Hellblade when it first came out, Cabbage? I think it took me like 6. But hey, what's up, Emmanuel? I think it took me like 6 minutes to get through that game. It's good that I might have 10 days off to work on my YouTube channel. On Xbox a while back. I don't know if I could actually sit through that story again. Like I don't know, man. I want to, but I just don't know if I can. I feel so rude eating on here, man, but gosh, I'm so hungry. I just haven't eaten anything today. And then I had my wife order food before I got on. Nice. Some shrimp on the grill. That's the way you should do it. I did steak and shrimp the other day on the grill. But now it's all pizza because we can't go anywhere. So Biden better send me another check, man. All the time off that we're missing out on this. Quarantine is some BS. I took another beating in the market today. Oh man, I'll need a loan. I start doing porn. Just get an OnlyFans. The only thing anybody wants to see on OnlyFans is buttholes, so just show everybody your butthole. You know, for the last few years, you know, now that I'm, you know, in my 40s and stuff, I've been thinking about getting into the stock market, but no, I don't know the first thing about it. So I don't know if I want to put my money there, especially after you see what happened with everybody with the GameStop stock, man. Like, I don't.
Did you eat my candy?
I ate 2 pieces of it. It was good though. I can have another one.
That cheeseburger pizza is disgusting.
You want some of this?
No, I'm not recommended.
I need some water or something. I don't have anything to drink but booze. I guess
Don't
I
drink
can.
booze.
Why not?
What if I need you to go to the store for something?
Oh, then I have to wear a mask.
You are my beck and call.
Do I look like a server?
Yep.
A waiter?
Yep.
$2.15 an hour. Plus tips.
Already gave it to him.
What's up, Christian? Welcome back. We have the boy climb out of bed and bring me water. No, I'm just joking. So, all right, now that I'm done eating, now that I feel a little better and I'm not freaking shaky or anything. So my plan for this weekend is I'm going to play that Ghost of Tsushima. I'm probably just going to restart the whole game again. I'll show my feet. I'm sure there's an audience for that. Yeah, I mean, feet are good. Gonna get back to my Xbox today. Yeah, where have you been? Why haven't you been on your Xbox every day? That doesn't make any sense. Should have been playing Xbox all week long. It's actually kind of nice today. It's been raining all day. It's not 100 degrees. It's like 70 degrees today. It feels good. It feels good in here. I've been playing some racing games. Oh, you took a trip to Washington. Are you already back home? What's up, Jet? How you doing, my friend? Oh, the family has the COVID, so I'm the only one that didn't test positive. Oh, gosh. I don't get it either. I took my laptop and never got on it. Oh, man, that sucks. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how my whole family. Yeah, I tried it. Yeah, I did try it earlier, and I was playing around with it just a minute ago. Getting my plane soon. Yeah, it's been raining here too. Yeah, this freaking rain has been so nice. It's been like raining all day, and it's just that nice, beautiful, like sit back and drink a cup of coffee rain by the window. Yeah, it's been nice. I love it when it rains like that. I wish we got more of that. I almost want to move to somewhere where it rains like that all the time. Anywhere but Washington, though. I don't know if I could do that. I would go visit Washington. I got a sister that lives in Olympia. But yeah, dude, I like the art style of or drink some bee. Yeah. As long as that B starts with a W and ends with a Y. Whiskey. It's fun and the art style looks great. I like it. I'm going to Seattle September 3rd. Oh boy. I wish you the best of luck, man. I can't go to the oh man, I don't know. That just seems a little bit too to get frog. I was intimate with someone who tested positive for COVID and didn't get anything. Yeah. It's crazy, man. They do say that certain types of blood, certain people with certain blood types don't even really get sick at all, man. Went to a nice sea town named Astoria. I'll move there. I'm tired of 102. Yeah. 110 degrees, man. It gets freaking hot, especially if it's humid, man. If it's not humid, the dry heat's not as bad, but yeah, that's just hot. Yeah, I don't think any of the console versions are going to be 4K 60, so that does kind of suck. I mean, 4K, well, 4K at 45 to 50 FPS is what somebody was saying. I could tell it's got screen pacing, you know. Why don't you get it on your trusty PlayStation 5, Jet? No, I'm just joking. Yeah. Yeah. Always above 90. Gosh, dude, that's terrible. Really? Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it was when I put it on the quality mode, it looked like it was way higher resolution than what it was looking like before that, but it looked like it had frame pacing issues, man. Like it was like all kind of jerky and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, isn't that an exclusive though? No, I'm just joking. You can play it. You can play Tales of Arise on PlayStation 5. It'd probably be a better experience than Returnal. I don't know. I feel like I do need to buy something. What's up, my dude? What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? Oh, thanks for coming to the show. We're just talking about whatever. Just open discussion, basically. It made you guys watch me eat, so now you guys could tell me everything you wanted. No, I'm just joking. Damn, this COVID stuff, dude, is so irritating, man. Like it's pretty irritating. Oh, I can't believe I didn't freaking. I wanted to test positive so bad because I wanted that guaranteed 10 days off, man. Hamid, why you didn't like Returnal? It's not that I didn't like it. It just when I bought it, I bought it day one. So when I was playing it, it felt unbalanced. I felt the price was too high. I think it should have been like $50. Now it's $50. So I'm glad Sony decided to see my reasoning and make it $50. I mean, I don't think it's a bad game. I just, now that I have it on my, now that I actually was able to re-download it again, I'm probably going to go back to it and finish it. But yeah, I don't hate it, and I'm not in love with it. It's not my game of the year by any means. Tales of Arise demo is Series X graphics mode is 45 to 60. You can use VRR, and PS5 graphics mode is 45 to 55. So I mean, they might be able to get that. They might be able to get that fixed before launch. I don't know. I guess Tales is more demanding than I thought. I don't understand why it would be so much more demanding, because it doesn't really look like that big of a game. I mean, you would think that it would run at least as good. Well, no, there's a lot of particle effects in the combat. There is a lot going on when you start. Can't stay, but I just came to say hi. How you doing? Appreciate your content. Thanks, Emriel. I'm doing fine, but the rest of the family has the COVID. They all tested positive. And I believe it now because they all tested positive, so I believe they actually got it. I don't understand why I don't got it. That really sucks. I thought for sure consoles would hit 4K 60 easily. Yeah, you would think, huh? There's a lot of particle effects going on in the combat jet. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it might be something that's actually gonna stay for a bit. Nice. Maybe something to do with Unreal. Maybe that Unreal. I do like Unreal Engine, but at the same time, there's a lot to be desired there. Maybe you're the cure. I am the cure. Now they're going to cut me up into little pieces. I know performance mode on both consoles is 1620p, 60 FPS, and graphics mode is 4K. Yeah, I don't want COVID. I'm pretty sure I already freaking had it though. That's the thing, man. Like I feel like I've had it because the meat in between my ribs has been hurting for about a week. And the other day I didn't get like a fever or anything, but I felt like it was hard for me to breathe and stuff. And I was really tired. I came home and I just slept for freaking hours. And I mean, like all last week, I didn't really put out a whole lot of content, and I wasn't really going live and stuff. I feel like last week was when I had it, and then when we tested today, like I'm over it to the point where I'm not detectable anymore. But my family, like I feel like I'm the one that got it first, and now they all have it, if that makes sense. But you would think that I'd still be able to at least test positive for it, right? I don't know. This stuff is so confusing. This is twice my wife's tested positive for it, and yeah, both times I feel like I have more symptoms, and I haven't tested positive either time. I probably had COVID at some point. Yeah. Some people get it and it doesn't do anything to them. Some people get them and it freaking kills them. That really sucks, man. That really does suck that it's but then again, that's the same thing with the flu. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that it's like the flu, but it kind of is like the flu. Some people have mild reactions. Some people have, but see, when I got both of my vaccines, I didn't have any symptoms whatsoever. I didn't. I mean, except for the sore arm. That's it. Yeah, in graphics mode, it can hit 60 FPS, but it can dip to 45 too. Wait, it has 4K. So wait, Tales of Arise has ray tracing? Huh. I have a feeling this virus has to do with certain DNA on people. That might be true, man. I think it depends on your blood type. Yeah, something I was reading about type O. Type O people don't get any symptoms whatsoever. Like they're good to go. 2 friends of mine got COVID. One was fine, but the other couldn't get out of bed for a week. Yeah. So I did not notice that Tales of Arise has ray tracing. If that has ray tracing at 4K, like, wow. I mean, you don't think it's ray tracing? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like the armor set, now that I switched it over to the quality mode, that armor looks way freaking better. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I kind of feel like Scarlet Nexus had a really rudimentary form of ray tracing, but I treat COVID like the flu. I have no fear. Me too, man. And that's probably my problem, is because I don't fear a runny nose. I don't never get flu shots or anything like that. So I don't know, man. I don't honestly, guys, I don't really know how I feel about ray tracing this generation. I feel like we're going to have to lose so much. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of a hard one, Jet. Like I do and then I don't at the same time. Like I feel like if Scarlet Nexus had an outside world, that's kind of what it would look like. I do like the character models better on Tales of Arise, though. I think now that I've seen it in the 4K mode, I do think the character models are a lot more detailed in Tales of Arise. It's kind of like action RPG. Oh, kind of close from, yeah, that's kind of the way I'm feeling about it. It does look pretty close, but I feel like the character models in Tales of Arise are definitely a lot higher quality. Not a lot higher, but they're definitely higher quality. Ray tracing can go. They're pushing this BS and it's affecting the frames. They should give us options. Yeah. I mean, I would rather have a native 4K at 60 frames a second than a 4K with ray tracing at 30 frames a second. I mean, I just give me some really good screen space reflections and I'd be happy. Yeah, action JRPG. That's true. Ray tracing is good for select games. In most cases, map reflections are enough and resolution is the way to go. Me personally, I kind of prefer resolution. That's just where I'm at with this generation, especially with the 4K TVs. Like, if I only had 1080p, then I'd be like, yeah, man, give me all the ray tracing you can get. But yeah, 4K, I need the image to look as close to 4K as possible. We went the other night and got some we went to this ramen place and got like that expensive ramen. I did not know that I didn't know there was actual places that sold ramen noodles, man. Like for $14. That's insane. $14 for a bowl of ramen noodles, guys. But they were definitely better ramen than the 29-cent packs that you get at the store. So, I mean, that was kind of a bonus. Wow, I'm going to need all of you guys to watch those 2 new videos that I put out. Well, not locked, but if Nair Replicant was locked at 1080p on PC, and it was terrible. Oh, yeah, dude. We got, on Series X, we got 1440p for that game. In resolution, it lagged. Yeah. I'm not up to date with consoles, but do the current gen consoles have some sort of DLSS for their games? Right now, the only thing that you could kind of call DLSS is Fidelity FX Super Resolution. It's a software-based thing that kind of does what DLSS does, but it's not anywhere as good. And it does run on last-gen consoles as well. So that's the closest thing we got right now. The only thing that we are going to get, Miguel, on the Xbox Series X is DirectML, which is Microsoft's solution. And there are an Xbox Series X and S does have 4 and 8-bit. Gosh dang it, what are they? 4 and 8-bit processes that will handle that computing for Xbox games. So I don't know if PlayStation 5 actually has a solution for that, but it is part of the Xbox ecosystem. It's just not ready yet. It's not out. But Fidelity FX Super Resolution is, and the first game to have that is on the PlayStation 5. I think it was at AutoNation or whatever, AutoNation or something. Nier Automata is better to me though. Oh yeah, dude, I like Nier Automata much better. I don't know. I thought Nier Replicant was pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed that game. But I do like Automata better. Myst will be the first FSR on Series X. It's coming to Game Pass. Yeah. You would think that all that freaking work they just put into Godfall would have came out with an FSR patch, man, but nope. That really sucks. I would love to see that game at a higher resolution at 60 frames a second, but yeah, I don't know, man. It definitely has a lot of it has pretty high fidelity. I do like that. Yeah, for sure. Just a poor optimization on them. Yeah. Have you played Wolfenstein Youngblood? Did you like it? I did play it. I played it for about an hour, and I have not went back to it. I do own it. Nair's Automata combat was way better. Yeah, I do. I like Nair. I like Nair a lot. I liked Automata a lot better than Replicant's combat. That's for sure. Did you have you played Wolfenstein Youngblood, Hamid? I don't know if Platinum Games Impact. Yeah, definitely had a lot to do with Platinum Games. Platinum Games is pretty good, man. I like their games. I still wish that we could get Scalebound. I think that would have been a pretty good game. I stopped playing Automata after the first ending like an idiot. Yeah, I did too, though. Well, no, I got the D ending or something. The one with the one where you like walk over on the thing with the kid, and then you do something different, and it gives you an ending like it's all over. I was like, wow, that really sucked. There's so many endings on that though. Yeah, I did not finish it. I don't know if I think the whole hit the I think what really turned me off to that game was the way they changed the combat system. If they would have just kept it the other way, it would have been, I think it would have been way better. My whole family is positive for COVID-19 except me. So technically they said because I didn't test positive, I just have to wear a mask and I can go in public because I'm fully vaccinated. But then when I told my boss today, he was like, I don't know, man, if you might need to just stay home. And I'm like, I've got a second test coming back too that there's a swab, or not a swab, but a saliva test. So maybe should have that back by Friday. So possibly just be able to go back to work Monday or something. Because that's what, Wednesday. Well, so I've basically been quarantining since yesterday. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's like 5 days. So like halfway through. So yeah, those nest tests were so bad. Oh man. Did your family catch COVID after getting their vaccine? Me and my wife did. Yeah, my wife has the. Well, I mean, we got our vaccine at the beginning of June. At the beginning of the summer, we both got it. 5. Yeah, it was well after the. Well after getting the vaccine and stuff, but me and my wife have been walking around without our masks and stuff after getting the vaccine. We've just been like doing things normally, man. Yeah. I mean, like the symptoms could possibly be worse. I don't know, is what they said. Yeah, dude, I don't know I don't know how much I buy into that, if it makes it less freaking harsh or if it makes it yeah, I don't know. I mean, neither one of us had any kind of reaction when we got the vaccines. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I still honestly think that you possibly should get the vaccine, just in case it really does make it so you don't get really bad, like a really bad breakout or something. Like, I mean, that would be worth getting it, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I'm not getting those shots. Forget that. No spike proteins for me. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, my wife's obviously positive, and so, I don't know. But then it makes you think. Whoa, man! Imagine if I didn't get the shot. How much worse would this be? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of dumb, man. Like I don't know. We need mechanics that challenge the hardware, not graphics that challenge hardware. And shit like destructible environment. Yeah, I think we're going to get a lot more of that because of the cloud gaming. I think a lot more of that stuff's going to be possible than anything else. So yeah, that's something that we can definitely look forward to. I got mine already. You already got your, yeah. So I honestly just keep wearing a mask. Stay away from people. You know, I don't. Apparently, this new D variant is spreading much faster. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not going to tell anybody in the world that they should get a shot or not. It's just because I don't know, man. I'm not a freaking doctor. Yeah. It might make it less likely to have severe effects of COVID, but the booster shot aspect of it kind of scares me. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get a booster. I mean, I'm not going to go get a booster. I played Hades on xCloud, and that shit felt native. Nice. Have you not played Red Dead? I think Assassin's Creed Valhalla world looks a little bit better than Red. I mean, no, Red Dead looks pretty damn good. It's where I live, and I ranked second in COVID cases. Oh wow. I don't know if I would give. Yeah, I mean, Red Dead looks pretty dang good, but at the same time, there is far more fidelity in Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, but it does kind of look a little janky, you know. Well, the two new Ireland and Francia, they definitely don't look like they've gotten as much detail as the main England, but Hades is like crack. I literally can't stop playing it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I want to play more of it, but I don't, dude, it's not something that I like infinitely like go straight to. I only finished Red Dead 2 because Arthur didn't really like the world or the game in general. I kind of rushed through it, man. I feel like I should have spent more time on it, but at the same time, like it just felt like it was so drug out that, oh man, there wasn't a whole lot of interesting stuff to do. It took me like 45, not graphics, detail of NPCs, animals, realism. Oh yeah, you're right. There's a lot of good stuff there's a lot of good stuff in Red Dead Redemption 2. You can tell they definitely made that game with a lot of love, and it took them a long time to build it. I'll give it that. It's pretty good. Agreed. On my second playthrough on Series X, it is so rewarding and engaging. Speaking of Red Dead 2, I tried to play through it again and was bored to death. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I get on it, I'm just like, oh man. Yeah, that's definitely a one playthrough game, and then to just run around and explore the open world. I mean, that's probably what I should have just done with it in the first place. What's better, Valhalla, Odyssey? I like Odyssey better. I like Odyssey. I like the scale of Odyssey better. I do like Valhalla. Valhalla looks great, but at the same time, I do like Odyssey a lot better. Do you not have you played Odyssey yet, Paulie? I mean, if you got Xbox Series X, I would recommend Valhalla because it's going to have the better visuals. Well, no, I can't really say that, dude. Odyssey looks pretty dang good, man. Odyssey's holding up pretty damn well right now. The game's boring to me, but you can't deny the amount of detail and talent. Oh, yeah, completely. I bought but haven't played Red Dead 2. I couldn't get into GTA 5 and so kind of expect. No, see, Red Dead Redemption 2, I've never beat any Grand Theft Auto game because they're just like, I'm just numb to that stuff. But Red Dead Redemption 2, I did beat that game. I actually played through it. And for about 35 hours, it was great. And then it just felt like it was dragging on at that point. But there's no like level gating or anything like that. And it takes so long to travel on the horse that like everywhere is so far away that it takes a lot of travel time. I mean, I guess there is fast travel, but I didn't ever use it. I never got on a train. So, I mean, you can get on a train and make it a little bit quicker, but yeah, dude, I just took the horse everywhere. I like Origins. Origins is great. Like, I love Origins, the story and the detail that went into all the cutscenes and everything like that. Like, I really do like Origins, but I think Odyssey is my favorite out of the three, just because I like the Greek mythology a little bit more than Egyptian mythology. And I'm like, if I had to pick between Greek or Viking, I'm still more into the Greek, setting than I am the Viking setting. I like the gear in Odyssey more. Yeah, there's a lot of gear in Odyssey. I like playing Odyssey, man. Like, that's the one I've spent the most time in. Well, I can't say that because I spent a lot of time in Origins because I bought it on PlayStation 4 Pro and I bought it on Xbox One X and I beat it on both of them. So that's the only one out of the new three that I've beaten twice. But I played Odyssey for a straight year. Yeah, dude, I still get on Odyssey every once in a while, guy. If you notice on the Xbox Series X, if you get on there, the draw distance is better now, and you can see more detail in the world now that the Xbox Series X has that extra power. I'm not gonna lie, Rockstar needs to improve on their gameplay mechanics. Yeah, that does kind of feel a little bit old. I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. It does feel dated. It didn't feel like it wasn't like overwhelming hard like gameplay though. I mean, it was pretty simple. So yeah, I mean, just when you lock onto somebody, if you just hit up, you'll headshot them every single time, dude. I was like, wow, that feels great. I remember the South Park episode talking about the snow level. Oh gosh, I got you. I like Greek mythology too. Odyssey was dope. Yeah, I like Odyssey. It's pretty good. Still, nothing better than the Ezio trilogy and Black Flag. I do like the Ezio trilogy, and I really wish they would remake all those and just build that out more. To tell you the truth, I'm wondering if they will do some of that kind of stuff when this Assassin's Creed Infinity comes out. I mean, I'm going to give it a shot, but I'm not really. I don't know. Odyssey is just amazing. I do. I like. Yeah, Odyssey is a good one. Yep, the environment. I like all the. I like the wonder. You know what I mean? Like I could just explore Odyssey's map for hours without really doing anything. Without really going out of my way to try to do anything. I could just literally run around and look at things. That's pretty cool. Do you think Microsoft will start creating more short games like 4 to 8 hours just for Game Pass? I hope not. That would really, I mean, they could possibly, but I don't know, man. I feel like I don't feel like I do feel like games need to get a little bit longer, but they need to be a lot better balanced, in my opinion. I wish Origins was. Yeah, I wish they were both 60 FPS. It's going to be playing 12 minutes tomorrow. I might download it and check it out. I might. I just don't know if it's one of those kind of games that I'm really like super into, but I'll probably try it out. There's no point when they have indie games for that. I definitely feel like that. Yes, indie games are the ones that should be shorter. And Cyberpunk, did you like it on Series X? Yeah. As long as you stick, Sony fanboys already talking about pirating it because it's not on PlayStation. As long as you don't go, as long as you stick to the main campaign, Hamid, it was all right. It was good. I don't feel Joe Big screw quarantine. Yeah, dude, it really sucks, man. Oh, I was just hoping that. Well, see, that's the thing, man. If we do get like a FPS boost, I don't want it to go back to. I don't want it to go back to the to like 1080p though. I would much rather. I think that's why they haven't really been releasing a lot of them lately, is because they haven't. A lot of people are starting to complain about losing the visuals. So I'm thinking that's why they're kind of slowing down on that a little bit. We haven't really seen anything aside from, Dark Souls. As long as you stick to the story, but man, I'd still wait for next gen patch. Yeah, I don't know if the next gen patch is really going to do anything major for it though. 10 feet. I just like, what's it going to do? I mean, it's already basically almost 4K on Series X. Like, what more could they possibly do? Ooh, sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh no, you're good. Oh, for me, games are getting way too long. Every game is an open world, and it's always empty when they when they can be linear and packed with detail. I do kind of feel like I do I do appreciate a linear story from now and again. With lots of detail and stuff like that. I do appreciate that. Right now for Xbox, possibly. Hold on, let me see what I've been playing. There's been a few games that, like, I don't know. Are you wanting to buy one, or are you wanting one that's on Game Pass, Joe? Because I think Ascent's pretty good. I think Hades is pretty good. I think Death's Door is pretty good. I think F1 2021 is good. There's few games, man, that just came out. I don't know what you got though either too. So what's the frame rate on Series X for Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk is either 30 or 60. It's 4K 30 FPS though. Joe, I'll buy it. What game? What kind of games are you into, Joe? And then a better 4K quality mode. I hope they can do something with that. Like I've kind of given up on the whole. I've kind of given up on the whole Cyberpunk 2077. I just don't know if it's. But I played Cyberpunk at stable 30 FPS because, yeah, I was getting motion sickness in that too, MB. That's why I played that on the 30 FPS. Newest game I have is Flight Sim 2020. Everything else is pretty old, and I'll buy it if I have to. Let me turn on my Xbox and see what I've played recently to see if there's something that I've played recently, or if there's something that I can recommend to you. Are you into racing games or anything like that? I do play a lot of those. So, I'm asking you what game you would recommend. You asked me if I wanted to buy it or play it on Game Pass. I said I would buy it. Okay. So, the recent games that I have played. Did you get Chivalry 2? Chivalry 2 is good. Have you played Control? These are games that I still have downloaded on my thing that I play pretty. That Greedfall got an update for Series X, and that plays like a Dragon Age. You've got A Plague Tale: Innocence. I mean, I think you can get that one on Game Pass though. Tomb Raider got updated. Scarlet Nexus. I don't know if you played any of these though, so I don't know anything but survival horror. You don't like survival horror? Oh, Resident Evil 8. It's not necessarily survival horror, but it is pretty cool. I would recommend that. Basically, anything on the screen right now is fairly new, and I can recommend it. They're all Xbox Series X and S. I mean, there's some other stuff down here. I mean, Cyberpunk is not bad. I would have to be a single player too, of course. Okay. You want something that's going to keep you busy for a while, Joe? Pretty much racing games year. Death's Door sounds interesting. That's more like Death's Door is more like a kind of like a Dark Souls type game, but not really. I don't necessarily think it's as hard as a Dark Souls. You want a good game? Get that Black Desert. If you like RPGs, if you're into RPGs, download, pick up a copy of Black Desert. It's on Game Pass. Try it out. You can literally put, you could literally put hundreds of hours into that game, easy, without even breaking a sweat. I've already got like 400 or 500 hours into it. That's an MMO though. But it can be played as a single player experience. Day one special on Cyberpunk 20 for $10. I think Cyberpunk's not a terrible game. I mean, Greedfall, The Ascent, Death's Door sounds like a plan. What's it about? Which one? Greedfall is pretty freaking cool. Especially now that it's upgraded on Series X. It runs at like 60 frames a second. It definitely feels a lot better. Before, it felt like I had a lot of frame pacing issues. So it was like, it was far more stuttery. But yeah, dude, it's pretty good now. Almost every game is a single player. Just play it. Just hold on, damn. Yeah, only a couple that you mentioned I have played. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think Chivalry 2 is pretty good, man. If you don't mind playing, no, I don't like survival horror. It scares me. Seriously. I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see Resident Evil Village being a little bit more scary than Greedfall was good and had a unique world. Yeah, Greedfall is pretty good. MMO or MMO RPG you talked about. Oh, the the Black Desert Online. It is about well, basically you're running around and you have like this little um spirit or whatever that's kind of like evil or whatever, not like too evil, but there's like so much content in this game and they keep adding more. They just added a whole bunch of new updates to it just now. This game is freaking long. Like there's so much stuff to do in it. It's basically you're in a like you can pick between gosh, I don't know, there's like 25 different classes now too. There's so many. It's pretty good, dude. I like it. I've spent a lot of time on it, but it's easy to spend a lot of money on this game too. So I would recommend playing it for, I mean, you don't need to spend any money unless you want like an outfit, but I would recommend spending at least 50 hours in it before buying any microtransactions whatsoever. And most of the microtransactions, yeah, Black Desert, and most of the microtransactions that you buy would only be, if you're like in a guild or whatever, or like most of it's cosmetic. Like there's some quality of life things like buying a tent that's $60, but other than that, the tent is just so you can like set up shop while you're grinding and buy like potions and stuff like that. I do recommend Black Desert, but I also, recommend Elder Scrolls too. Elder Scrolls is kind of the same thing where I don't know. I mean, they're both good. Black Desert is black. No, it's definitely not like a Warframe. Warframe is all right, but Black Desert is a paid game. It's not free to play. It's a paid game. Have you guys heard of Crimson Desert? That game they were showing off a while back. I just hate how Black Desert plays uses like fighting game inputs. Yeah, I do like the animations of the combat though. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It just depends on what class you pick too. I mean, it could be like my playthrough has been with the warrior, so it's been pretty intense. Is Death Door a difficult game because I'm just an average gamer? It is a little bit more difficult. It is more on the difficult side, yes, for sure. Black Desert is far less difficult unless you get like, I mean, like you can get through most of the story stuff. Like it's not hard. Just keep leveling up. If you buy if you pick up Black Desert, think of the game as a marathon. Don't think of it as something you're just going to jump in there and play. Think of it as a marathon and you will enjoy your experience with it far more. But if you just want to get in there and beat it, yeah, it's possible, but I would definitely think of it more as a marathon. I hope Phil Spencer brings Final Fantasy 14 to Xbox someday. I still need to find time to play it on my PS5 though. Yeah. I do like Resident Evil because you have a surviving chance. On this new Resident Evil, like it has a difficulty setting. You could set it on a casual setting, but there is going to be some stuff that it might scare you toward the end of the game. I mean, it's more, this one here is more in the supernatural realm, like vampires, werewolves, stuff like that. So I don't think I don't know. I mean, it's good. I like it and it looks amazing. So Black Desert was free to play. It was free to play for me. Yeah, it's on Game Pass right now. Delusional Grandeur. A little difficult, but exploring helps a lot. If you get more currency from exploring. Yeah, it took me 12 hours to get through this Resident Evil Village, but I loved it. I thought it was great. I mean, Devil May Cry 5, that one's pretty good. You got Judgment, that one's pretty good. I like that one. Hitman 3. Marvel's Avengers. No, I'm just joking. Don't buy that. Single player. Yeah, most of that stuff. Did you play Scarlet Nexus, Joe? I thought Scarlet Nexus was pretty good too. Resident Evil. I think 10 feet is Death's Door a difficult game, would you say? It is a little bit more difficult than I do think it's more difficult, but once you learn like the movements and stuff, you're gonna die a lot. I mean, I've been dying a lot in it, so yes, you are definitely gonna die a lot. So choose your battles wisely. But it's not like Dark Souls in a way that. Attention, Andy. I was way more than. Thank you. Not joining a party. Oh, I better get off my Xbox before this kid bugs me. Yeah, there's a lot of good games to play. Death Door is $20. It's definitely worth picking up. Download Hades. It's free on Game Pass, Joe. Play that for a while and get used to that, because I think Death's Door is almost. I don't know. I think they're both. They can both be hard or challenging, but that's kind of what you want too, though, Joe. You want challenging games. You want games that are gonna push you to get better. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, they might be hard at first, but the more you play them, what's up, Shaq? How you doing, my friend? But the more you play them, the better you get, and it will help you to. And it will help you to yeah, I don't know. Just I always say to keep challenging yourself. This has been a pretty fun chat. I appreciate you guys watching me eat too. No, I'm just joking. Oh. I mean, for the rest of the day, I'm probably going to just play racing games today. I don't know. So, Shaq, what's your opinion? Are you with everybody else that thinks that Game Pass killed Outriders? Or Outriders already doomed to fail? Oh man. Oh, I don't know. I think I did. It finally started working. I noticed that there was a patch for it yesterday. So yeah, scared is okay. I just don't like when you're running through your life because you don't have any weapons or ammo. I think yeah. I mean, most of the games like something like Death's Door and stuff like that, they're going to be more of like if you like swing too early and then you get hit, or if you don't dodge fast enough or something like that. Whereas like something like Resident Evil, I think this game was pretty balanced though. They Game Pass helped Outriders in my opinion. It didn't look like an appealing games that would sell. Yeah. I think it helped him. I think obviously Doom, but very much turned around. I think long term it'll even, I don't know if it's going to turn a profit at this point. I don't really see a lot of people talking about it. If you like Resident Evil 2 and 3, the new ones, the ones that were remade, or the old ones, service games and indies are great for Game Pass. I think so. I think every game's good for Game Pass, to tell you the truth. The more selection, the better. Resident Evil. I like Resident Evil, dude. I've been playing Resident Evil since the first one came out. I've played every single one of them. Never played Scarlet Nexus. Do you like JRPGs at all? I mean, does like the anime art style? Are you okay with like anime art style? Some people just aren't. They do not like it. I think Scarlet Nexus is a good game. I played that. I completely liked that one. I was able to sit all the way through that game without getting bored or not wanting to play anymore. So I definitely do recommend that as a good game. It might be, I don't know. I mean, it's a hack and slash game. As long as you learn the moves and stuff, you should be all right with that. But you did say you're an average gamer. You gotta, I mean, start with, I mean, I don't think it was like super difficult, but I don't think it was like super easy either. Control looks like a good TV show. Yeah. Enemies, Joe, I think on difficulty scale from 1 to 10, it's a 7 in Death's Door. In my opinion, the difficulty is fair, engages. Yeah, I definitely feel I feel like that is a pretty fair assessment of that 10 feet. Control looks like a good TV show. I liked Control though. See, I liked Control. I liked that whole Metroidvania exploring. I think that was freaking cool. The way Game Pass hurt Outriders, though, is that PlayStation users are usually the ones who buy most third parties. Most folks in my pony circle have said that if a game goes to Game Pass, they won't support it. I've heard a lot of that too in some of the circles, but it's like, dude, why would anybody? I mean, I get the fact that like they're pissed off that like somebody on Xbox gets to play it for a subscription price and they have to pay full price. Like I get that, but at the end of the day, they could buy a Game Pass. They could buy an Xbox and Game Pass and get the same thing, but they chose to have their PlayStation. Why deny themselves a good game just because it's a PlayStation? I will do that. Thanks so much. That should read Hades. Stupid phone can't understand me. Yeah. Yeah, download that Hades on Game Pass and check that out. It's a little challenging, but it's fun. Like a lot of people are saying in here, it's like crack. They can't stop playing it. Pandy, go get your mom right now, little shit. No, go. Stay away from my pizza boxes. Go, no, right now. You go right now. And I'm not feeding you. I don't have anything to feed you. No, little shit. Little shit. You're just no. Go get your mom. Go get her. Go get her. Gotta hide my pizza box from you, Dougie. Why should PlayStation users pay full price for games? Yeah. Basically saying Sony fans have to carry the industry or nobody will be buying games. That's not fair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like that's the... that's why I'm saying, dude, the sooner the PlayStation gets on this whole Game Pass thing and offers that service to their base, because Microsoft's got tons of money to freaking keep paying for these games, man. PlayStation's gonna have to do something eventually to compete with that. At least start putting them on PS Now, Stop tormenting their people, like saying, oh yeah, you can have the PlayStation 4 version, but nope, you're not getting the PS5. Doom Eternal is awesome, especially with headphones and DT. Yeah. No subscription should be an option, not the number one priority. Well, I mean, if you're Microsoft and you want to penetrate the bigger gaming industry on mobile and everything, yeah, I I see that as a necessary evil to get in there, man. Because with XCloud, you can play full games on your phone, and there's more people, there's more phones out there than there are Xboxes or PlayStations combined, even with Nintendo. You know what I mean? So there's a lot more people out there spending lots of money on those phone games, and if they've got the ability to play a full game on their phone, that opens up the market and makes it a lot better. That is, yes, Doom Eternal is amazing, and you get in the flow. It's on another, yeah. Still got to play that. Yeah, dude, I have not beat the Ancient Gods DLC. They're freaking so hard, man. Especially after not playing for so long. Oh man, that is the new Resident Evil 2 and 3. I rely on Game Pass for games to play with friends since I don't want them to pay for everything I want to pay for. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the new Resident Evil 2 and 3. Yeah, I think you might be okay with Resident Evil Village. It is first person. I mean, if you can get through those, then yeah, you'll be all right with the new one. If you thought those were good, definitely pick up a copy of Resident Evil Village. Let's be honest, third-party games are not as great as they are definitely a lot of hit and miss, that's for sure. So yeah, if one goes to Game Pass and PlayStation players got a Dark Alliance, man. That's all you got to say. Dark Alliance. Players got to pay $60. We'll be looking. Yeah. Dark Alliance was not really the best game in the world, and it was free on Game Pass, and PlayStation players had to pay $40 for that. I would have been pretty disappointed if I paid full price for Dark Alliance. That's very true. I consider Borderlands to be an animated art style, and I never got into that one for whatever reason. Then you might. Well, see, I never really got into Borderlands either. I mean, I've tried. I still haven't beat 3, but I have been playing it. But at the same time, I was able to get through Scarlet Nexus and actually appreciate that game. In the end, I did like it, and a lot of it probably had to do with the characters. Gosh dang, man, I'm starting to get a headache. I changed my mind on Hades. Really good game thus far. Hope I beat it before it's removed from Game Pass. I don't know, man. It might be pretty hard. I don't know, dude. I like Hades, but it's one of those games that I got to be in the mood to play. And let's be honest, I'm not always in the mood to play those kind of games. I think a lot of that has to do with Game Pass for me. I do like Game Pass, and I think it's great. But at the same time, if I download a game on Game Pass, I don't give it as much attention unless it like hooks me like right then and there, and it's something I want to completely play through, like a Flight Simulator. Yeah, I kind of put them on the back burner. There's layers to the game. There is layers. I've died a lot in Hades, but I've also started accumulating stuff. So that's the cool thing about it is once you start accumulating stuff, you get stronger, and then you can get farther. But I mean, at first, you're gonna die a lot, I think, because I've been dying a lot. And I'm not terrible at games. So yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I wonder if I'm just getting a headache because the more you play Hades, the stronger you get. Yeah. Sorry, Shaq Fu. Those ponies, complete crybabies. Would Xbox players not play a game because it was on both systems? No. Hey, what's up, Mr. Addy? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, affiliate with Game Pass, you kind of got to commit time to beat a game before moving on to the next one. And that's just the way, that's just kind of the way I am. Once I buy a game, then I'm like, then I feel more, when I pay full price for a game, I feel more obligated to spend more time on it as opposed to just downloading it from Game Pass. When I download it from Game Pass, I don't feel that I don't feel that compulsion to have to play it. You know what I mean? And I think that has to do with me. I think that has to do with me just spending that money on it. You know what I mean? If I spend the money on it, then I feel like I'm not that I'm obligated, but I'm more inclined to want to play it more. And, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way. I mean, if it's a game that I've been looking at, you know, for a while, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy that game. Like, I'm going to buy that game. And then they announce, like what they did with Outriders, like, oh, we're going to put this on Game Pass. I still end up buying those games. Hey, Andrew, if I never played a Souls game, would you recommend Demon Souls for my first one or Bloodborne? I would say Bloodborne. That was the first one I beat. That was the first Souls game I ever beat was Bloodborne. And, well, I don't know. Demon Souls, you get 60 FPS, though. So, I don't know, man. You've never played any of the Souls games? I would okay, Demon Souls is a little bit harder than like a regular like Dark Souls because you have to get through a whole area. There's not like little bonfires in there that you can stop at to like refill yourself halfway through. You have to basically get through a whole area and beat the boss, which can kind of be a little bit challenging. So maybe go with like a Dark Souls 3. I beat them in this order. I beat Bloodborne first, then I beat Dark Souls 3. Then I bought the Surge and played some of that. I bought Neo. Neo is hard, man. I got pretty far into Neo, the first game, but I have not finished that. I'm still working on Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. But I like these games. I love the feeling that I get while playing them. So I usually buy them, and then it takes me forever to beat them. I'll be downloading Hades as soon as this is over. I appreciate all the help. Yeah, no problem, man. Hades changed my mind about rogue games. So much better than what I saw from Returnal. Yeah, I do like the way the biggest reason I like Hades more is because of the hack and slash nature of the game. With Returnal, I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, I definitely would rather play Hades than Returnal. If PlayStation ever got the Game Pass wagon, suddenly all of the Sony players would stop complaining. Shocking. Yeah. I haven't played Souls game, but I've played the Surge 1 and 2. So those are basically a Souls game for the most part. Still got to get Returnal. I figure I should get through my backlog before getting it. Yeah. Nope, never played a Souls game, and Returnal is my first roguelike. Well, obviously, you said you still haven't beat Returnal, but you've got like 60 hours into it, so you are dedicated. You can be dedicated to a good game. Dark Souls, for me, the reason that I was able to stick through that and like get through that game is because it reminded me of the 3D Castlevania games. So Dark Souls was freaking amazing for that. Bloodborne is the same way. They play like a Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but in 3D, and getting stronger and upgrading and figuring out how to or what to put your points into is a little bit challenging. But Dark Souls, those games are freaking amazing, and if you can, You got PC too, don't you, Shaq? Or is it just console? For Elden Ring, you know, I'll tell you guys straight up, the more Souls games experiences you guys have, the better you get overall. Because there's a reason why they say get good, you know? I mean, there's definitely a reason for that. Like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is freaking hard, but freaking amazing. So if you've got Xbox and PlayStation, I want to recommend Dark Souls 3 because and Bloodborne, but at the same time, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is the newest, but they changed the rhythm of that game so that it's not necessarily comparable to like Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Oh man, I don't know. This is a hard one. If you can deal with the 1080p 60 frames a second, you can get 1080p 60 frames a second on Dark Souls either way. Bloodborne 30 FPS, though my only gripe. Yeah. But it is a solid 30 FPS on the PlayStation 5. Starting to play Hades. Thanks for all the tips. Yeah, no problem, Joe. I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty fun, man. I think you'll like it. Bloodborne. Yeah, Bloodborne 30 FPS is definitely gonna be do the Dark Souls 3 then. Do Dark Souls 3 because you can play that at 60 frames a second on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. I don't vouch for mini games. Yeah, we'll enjoy Hades. Yeah. Yeah, I would hold off on probably hold off on Bloodborne until we find out for sure that it's coming to PlayStation 5. But Dark Souls 3, I think you could probably get into that. I would recommend the PlayStation 5 version on that just because of the fact you do get a higher resolution at 1080p at 60 frames a second, whereas on the Xbox it's 900p at 60 frames a second. But either way, I mean, it's still a good game. And if you have an OLED TV with an enhancer that enhances the picture and stuff, then it looks like it actually looks pretty good on my TV. Dark Souls 3. Come to think about it, did you ever play Ninja Gaiden, Shaq Fu? If you've ever played Ninja Gaiden, you should probably pick up the first Neo or the second Neo and play those. They're kind of like Dark Souls 2. It's just the challenge in those games. It makes them a lot funner, but a lot more irritating at the same time. Just because you're going to have to learn things, you can't just hack and slash your way through Dark Souls. And that's the biggest thing. You just can't hack and slash your way through, and like you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. Demon Souls is good, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit harder than the other ones, just because like it's hard for me because you have to get through a whole section before you fight the boss. Whereas most of the time there's like I played Ninja Gaiden on 360. Great games, definitely challenging. So yeah, definitely check out maybe a Neo. They're on sale right now on PlayStation 5. You can get 1 and 2 for $49.99, which is an amazing deal, and they're both upgraded for the PlayStation 5. Have you ever played Splitgate? Just tried it, and it's awesome on PS5. I have not downloaded that one yet. I was thinking about downloading it, but I was just going to wait until the next-gen version comes out. Ninja Gaiden 2 to the 360 was incredible. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2. I've been till the Lycans. Then it got really hard. Yeah, dude, that Ninja Gaiden 2 was freaking... Oh my gosh. You can get all three of those too, the Sigma series. Ninja Gaiden 2 was freaking probably my favorite one, or Ninja Gaiden Black on the original Xbox was pretty good. I really liked that game too. I think Dark Souls 3 is probably the best place to start for Dark Souls games right now. No, you can get the Dark Souls 1 remastered. That one's not a bad one. But dude, I don't remember if that was 60 or 30 frames a second. That's the hard part, man. Playing them games at 30 frames a second now, I mean, it's doable. It definitely adds more challenge, but at the same time, only for the low price of $70. Yeah, it's gonna be a low price. I would pay $70 for I would definitely pay $70 for. Yeah, you're right. It is shit, but it is a Dark Souls remaster. It does look a little bit better. Conan Exiles. That game I cannot figure out. Dude, I played that for about freaking 10 minutes, man. I can't get into those survival games either, man. I don't know what to do, and I don't have a million hours to sit there and play around. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for coming back tonight, man. Oh, yeah, I see, guys. Like Dark Souls is one of those games. Those Dark Souls games is one of those kind of games that once you beat one of them, you're good. But until you beat one of them, it's like right now we're talking about Dark Souls type games, and which one would be the best? What one would be best for getting into playing those type of games? I think Dark Souls 3 is pretty well rounded if you can get over like the 1080p 60. If you got PC, then you can play whatever you want. Have you played The Forest? I haven't. There's always Mortal Shell too. That one's kind of like a Dark Souls game. Yeah, Bloodborne is good. Bloodborne is really good. That's the first Dark Souls game I ever beat. Well, Dark Souls-like game I ever beat was the Bloodborne. Dark Souls 2. See, I don't know why I just couldn't get into Dark Souls 2. I've tried countless times. I might actually buy it and try it again. I don't know. It's usually like $10. The Bloodborne hype and the Elden Ring hype is what made me ask. Plus, Bloodborne is a part of the PS Plus collection, and I was just afraid to start it. Pick the Bloodborne Shack, download it, start with the axe, and then yeah, you should have a decent time. Dark Souls 2 is my first Souls game. People usually go back to that very first experience, and because mine was Bloodborne, so it's like, yeah, dang, people in the chat are much too good at gaming for me. Nah, man, it's one of those things where, like, with enough time, Joe, anybody can beat a Dark Souls game because it's literally learning the move set of the other people. Every enemy is always in the same place. It just, yeah. I mean, the first time you meet you meet an enemy is the only surprise you're going to get out of that. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is just learning how to beat them and finding different items to enhance yourself to be strong enough to fight them. Yeah, it would be kind of wild if Bloodborne doesn't have a $10, $20 upgrade path at bare minimum. Dark Souls 2 is the best Souls. I'm going to, guys, I might just have to download that one and play it. Dark Souls, you can level, so you just out level whatever. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, Dark Souls, all those Dark Souls games are just about the movement, and stick with them. If you buy a Dark Souls game, stick with it until you complete it, because right now I am suffering really hard with Sekiro Shadows Die Twice because I I stopped playing it for a while, and then trying to like get that muscle memory back after not playing for a while is pretty tough. And if you're stuck on a boss like I am, oh my gosh, it freaking sucks. Those games, the only losing is when you give up. Yep, that's true. That is very true. Patterns and movements is the secret to Dark Souls. Yep. Yeah, as long as you can memorize those and like wait for the windups, because most everything is telegraphed, like their moves and stuff on most of them. So yeah, it's just kind of like moving out of the way and then getting back in there to fight. And it's long battles. Like they take a while to beat these bosses. Sekiro was okay. Disliked how heavily they relied on the parrying. The whole game felt easy until the final boss. Pretty much, I'm stuck right now on the oh gosh, what is it? The Corrupted Monk. The second time you fight it. Hey Frog, you download? Yeah, I did. I was checking it out earlier. I like it, Jeff. I think it's pretty cool. Darn right, one. You nailed it. I gave up on Dark Souls. Got too frustrated. Are Souls game enemies as tough as the Valkyries from God of War? I don't think so. I mean, the bosses, no. Dude, if you can beat the Valkyries on God of War, then yeah, you should be all right. Like you'll be fine. The only difference is God of War, the Valkyries and Kratos move a lot faster, whereas in Dark Souls, it's more of a slower dance. And that's I think that's what throws people off, is because Bloodborne is fast, so Bloodborne is like, if you can beat the Valkyries, you could probably beat Bloodborne, no problem. But the Dark Souls games are a little bit slower than those, so it's gonna be a little bit different. Chance you went the wrong way in the beginning. There's only one way you can really go. Sometimes people think the wrong way is the right way because it's reputation. Have a spawn limit? I did not know that. All right, guys. I am going to play some more video games. Well, first I'm going to take some ibuprofen and stuff, but yeah, I'm starting to get a little headache. So I was planning on possibly going back on tonight, but I don't know. I did enjoy extinction runs between bonfires. Plus, it kept me from overgrinding an area and burning out. When I played it, Dark Souls 2 enemies had like a limit of 15 times before they disappeared for... Really? Wow. I did not know that. I might have to I might just have to buy that and download it and give it one more shot with the new TV and the auto HDR. See how it looks now. But night, buddy. We'll be flying to LA on Flight Sim this weekend. Nice. Where are you gonna be flying from though? I was running in the dark. I wasn't sure if it was the right way. I came upon a statue. Something hard to remember, but I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Cleveland. Oh, okay. Yeah, I flew from New York to LA, so it was pretty fun. All right, guys. You guys have a good night, man. Thanks for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Look forward to more content always. No, I'm just joking. You guys have a good night.